Costa Rica, home to 5 million people, with a higher percentage of immigrants than any country in Latin America, Costa Rica is a magnet for people looking for economic and political stability. Most are Nicaraguan immigrants who end up living on the outskirts of San Jose, barely making ends meet in the slum communities along the river basins. They will make between $10 to $15 a day, working various jobs from factory work to selling fruit and vegetables on street corners. Eventually, families will find some land to live on, but they don't make enough to build adequate housing. And that's where Homes of Hope comes in. As a part of our Communities of Hope movement, we meet their needs for adequate shelter, healthcare, clothing, food, water, and work so they can lead a productive life. Youth with a Mission, known as Ywam, is an international, interdenominational Christian mission that started in 1960. We have over 1,500 operating locations in more than 180 countries, with over 35,000 full-time volunteers worldwide. Homes of Hope began in 1990 when a small team out of Ywam, Los Angeles went to Tijuana, Mexico to build a home. It took 10 years to build our first 1,000 homes, then 4 years to do the next 1,000. Now approximately 1,000 homes are being built every 2 years in over 10 countries with Homes of Hope. One of the most frequently asked questions is, how do you determine which family gets a home? We consider several factors when determining which families receive our help. One of the first factors we look at is their financial situation. We find out their monthly income. The next factor we look at is their family size. We also do a site visit to determine if their current structure is in need of replacement. Then we sit down with each family and do an extensive interview. After this process, we are able to come to a determination of which are truly the neediest families, and those are the families that are selected for a Home of Hope. You may be asking yourself, why does so much of the country look so underdeveloped? Imagine if you had to pay cash for everything you owned, including your home. In Costa Rica, the poor cannot afford home loans, so they can only build a little bit at a time. It's important to work hard to get the structure up, but it's also important to build a relationship with your building team and the family receiving the home. On each build, there is a translator dedicated to helping you connect with the family. This country is probably a different culture than the one you are from, so take the time to ask lots of questions while you are here. Safety is always our number one priority, especially on the job site. Remember to be safe and look out for others around you. Ywam is not responsible for lost, stolen, or damaged personal items, so please use good judgment when bringing valuables to the job site. Don't forget to bring your sunscreen and a hat for shade. Over the course of a long day at the job site, you can experience a variety of weather, so make sure to bring layers. Costa Rica is a very rainy country, so come prepared with clothes that you are okay with getting wet and dirty. Ywam will provide clean drinking water and lunch every day on the site. Porta potties are also provided for you. Smoking and drinking are prohibited at the job site and in the Ywam vehicles. Safety glasses are provided for everyone, and it's very important to wear them during the build. Only those 16 years old or more are allowed to use power tools without adult supervision. No one under the age of 12 is allowed on the roof. When working on the roof, make sure tools, ladders, and electrical equipment are secured. In case of emergency, see your building foreman or any Ywam volunteer for information to get to the nearest hospital. Every build site has a first aid kit and emergency instructions. For your safety, please do not leave the build site without a Ywam volunteer. You'll see many stray dogs and cats in Costa Rica. And for your safety, we ask that you do not feed or play with the animals. By the time you get to the job site, the house's concrete foundation will be laid, dried, and ready to support the structure. Before we begin building, we'll take a moment to say a group prayer for safety and to bless the house for the family. We provide all the tools and supplies you'll need to complete the house along with the Homes of Hope building team. Each team will be assisted by an A builder, B builder, host, and translator to guide you along the way. The A builder will break you up into various teams at the start of the building process. A generator powers electricity while on the build site, and you'll find a large toolbox with protective gloves, hammers, nail aprons, extension cords, a handsaw, and handheld power tools. For small tools like pencils, box cutters, extra safety glasses, speed squares, and a hammer stapler, look in the small utility box. Before you swing your hammer, make sure you're using the right kind of nail for the job you've been assigned. In the paint box, you'll find roller handles, paint pens, paint brushes, caulking for the windows, and rags to use for cleanup. The team will be led by your A builder. The walls and frames are assembled on the top of the concrete slab using 2x4s. Each home will be wired throughout for electricity and will include 3 windows and a door. Sheetrock, otherwise known as drywall, is installed as the interior wall. Be careful when pounding nails into the soft drywall, as it can easily break or dent. There is a right and a wrong way your finished nails should look. Trusses are used to support the roof. The roof team will be led by your B builder. Roof sheeting has no grooves and should be painted on only one side. Once the roof sheeting has been installed, nail down a layer of roofing paper and finish off the roof with 3 tab shingles. Typically, each house is painted in 2 different colors. The paint crew will be led by one of our Ywam volunteers, and they will verify that each piece is being painted the correct color. Upon completion of the new home, the keys will be passed around the circle during a house dedication ceremony. Each person will have an opportunity to share their experience with the group and the family before they enter the house for the first time. The house you're about to build is going to bring real transformation into this family's life in 5 key areas. The first is economics. It could take up to 10 years to replicate what you're giving them in just these few days. The second area is education. Children who come back to a home are better learners and will stay in school 2 years longer than a child without a home. The third area is health. Just by putting in a concrete floor, you reduce recurring respiratory problems, anemia, and diarrhea, providing better health for the family. The fourth area is social impact and transformed thinking. Part of poverty is an inability to properly perceive your own future. When you give a family a home, it breaks the cycle of poverty in one generation over that family's life. The fifth area of benefit is spiritual impact. Our greatest desire is to demonstrate the love of Jesus to every family we build for. When a family receives a home, they are able to see the love of God in a tangible, real way. The foundation of Homes of Hope comes from the book of Isaiah. This is true religion. This is true fasting, to share your food with the hungry and to provide the poor wanderer with shelter. Thank you for coming to serve with Homes of Hope of Ywam San Jose, Costa Rica. Thank you for investing in the lives of the families here to transform their present as well as their future. And thank you for making a difference with us, one family at a time.